So you've been using balance method only at the moment?
It's pretty much all I use. I use a few of the Master Tong
Yeah.
point, but
Yeah.
the balance method is the crux of my treatment and the way that I practice in clinic. I just love the structure of it. And I'm regretful in some ways that I didn't learn this earlier. I was in the wilderness for 8 or 9 years
Yeah.
in clinical practice before I really learnt a system and understood it. Like even when I learnt the six divisions and things in college, I didn't really understand how that was useful. It was more from a herbal perspective, yes, but not so much from an acupuncture perspective. Particularly things like the hori clock. I didn't see any relevance of that. I remember looking at that even years after I qualified and thinking, how is that useful? I don't understand the relevance in that. I'm not going to needle liver points at 3 in the morning. How does that work? And the balance method tied all that together. And so for that reason, I find it very useful.
Okay, very good. All right, Ben, let's start. And can you please introduce yourself? What's your name? What do you do? And have you done the balance method and learn from Eileen from?
Sure. So my name is Ben Latto O'Brien. I'm a practitioner in Perth in Western Australia. And I was introduced to the balance methods really accidentally from hearing about it on social media platforms and different people talking about getting instant results. And I'd never seen that. And I hadn't trained under anyone who could do that, and including going to studying in China, in Guangxi. So it was quite mind-blowing. And then I kept coming across these people talking about getting instant results. And I just thought, I don't understand how that's possible. And then, of course, you hear the whispers about this person, Dr. Tan. And I got the books eventually when I found them and started to read them and got a very different perspective on Chinese medicine. And then I really wanted, obviously, to study under Dr. Tan, but that opportunity had come and gone. Unfortunately, he'd passed away. And so then I was led down the path of learning from Dr. Han. And I feel very grateful that she's around and still was willing to teach the method. So I couldn't learn from the master, but I could learn from the master's apprentice. So that was incredibly valuable. I saw the advantage of not just reading books and trying to put that into practice, but actually learning from somebody who lived and breathed that and had learnt from the great man himself and had now been in practice for a very long time. I did jump at the opportunity to study under her. It took a while because COVID got in the way. But yeah, eventually it was very exciting to have to even travel to Melbourne, which is a 5-hour flight from where I live. But I definitely thought it was worth going and learning for somebody in person rather than just trying to get the understanding from reading texts.